welcome to today's video. Today we're going to be talking about double tonguing, and I will share with you what to do if you're totally new into double tonguing and don't know where to start, and also, if you just want to develop your skills and get better and better at it. Yes, so I like to use a couple of different books. Honestly, there's one book that I would really recommend, and it's the Trevor Y book 3 on articulation. This has a very, very, very thorough exercise on double tonguing, and I would almost suggest it for people who have been introduced to double tonguing and are ready to really refine it. But to just start, if you've never done double tonguing before, it's basically saying taka taka ta or daga daga da, or a combination of those, through the flute, and sounds like this. Like this. So taka taka ta or daga daga da is what we do when we double tongue. So just starting to do that, you might just practice the ka or the ga. Normally I prefer daga daga da, because when I use double tonguing, I'm going really fast, so it's daga 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 daga. So it's kind of like a reflex. It's not like it'd be really hard to do that with taka 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 taka. It's just too much muscle in that one. So I like daga daga da. It's just a little more relaxed. So you could practice just the ga or the ka on one note. And a lot of times people they can't even really tell at the beginning if they are using the ka. It's something really, sometimes people need to think about it and really actually consciously do it. So try that for a while. Make sure you can feel the difference when you're doing ta and ka, or da and ga. And then take your metronome, and I think a metronome is a really, really useful tool to practice tonguing exercises, just hands down, okay? Because you can track your progress. You can see how fast you're tonguing today, how much you've progressed, how much faster you've gotten it. You can go back a little bit each day and get it a little bit faster each time you practice it. So then 120, good starting tempo. You can practice eighth notes, taka taka ta on a C scale. Just start with a few beats. And you can also do ga da ga da ga. So you can reverse it to strengthen the ga syllable, which tends to be the one that's not as crisp or clear. You can kind of just challenge yourself to match the articulations and make them sound the same. So you can go all the way up the C scale and back down, and then you can add more beats in there as you go, all at 120 to start. And all the way up the C scale, and then all the way back down. So after you do that for a while, you can speed the metronome up very gradually. I'm going to do it I'll do it kind of fast. This is 224. So this is just eighth notes. So that, and then so you could just get familiar with it that way. You can also find simple melodies in a beginner book that you might have, and add these eighth note taka ta, daga da, ga da ga, kataka kind of variations to that melody, and that kind of gives you a different way of practicing it, like you're actually putting it in music. So that's a good way to practice it as well. So after you've gotten acclimated with it and you can do it, but you really want to get it faster, that's when I would go and work from this book. And he kind of, Trevor Y, talks about starting with double tonguing being fast. So I would say, like, get used to it, get the concept, get kind of comfortable with it, with the exercises I gave you or introduced, and then try to do this. But basically, yeah, his philosophy is double tonguing should be practiced fast, and it's a reflex, so it needs to be practiced that way. So his way of approaching it is to do it fast, but in small bits. And start with the first exercise, do it for a long time, you know, weeks. Practice it for weeks until it becomes easy, and then only move on to the second exercise. So he has this first exercise on a G scale, and it's at 120, and I'll just do the very first variation. Okay, and so you can go up and down the G scale, and then, you know, gradually he introduces other variations of it that are slightly more challenging. So that one, then some more. So some other tips I would suggest when practicing double tonguing is be mindful of the shape you have in your mouth. You don't want to be like totally closed up in the mouth. You don't want to tongue super hard, especially if you're doing this fast. You want the tongue to kind of be slicing the air, very light, like you're singing da ga da ga da ga da da or something, or do ga do go, or whatever vowel shape you want in the mouth. But make sure, you know, play around with different vowel shapes while you double tongue, and see, you know, what sounds best, and different vowel shapes will sound better in different registers. So that's what I would recommend for that. And so the other thing I would recommend, so use and experiment with different vowel shapes. The other thing I would recommend is doing this while you're doing other things throughout the day. Say it while you're making dinner or something. You know, just do it. It should feel like you should be able to do that all day. Also, don't feel like you get stuck, you know, keep it loose, keep your tongue loose, keep your mouth kind of loose. If you get stuck and rigid, then it kind of stumbles you up. So just be really loose, you know, practicing it away from the flute, and then coming to the flute, and try to just carry that with you, letting go of tension, you know, keeping it loose. So very, very relaxed, very loose, and yeah, just give it a try. Other little ideas you can try are long, short, and short, long. So long, short. And short, long. So those two, I was doing it on ta-ga, da-ga, da, or da-ga-da, but you could also do ka-ta, ka, and ka, just to get the reflex going, and add in even more short notes if you want. Anyway, you could do all kinds of things, make it up, just to get comfortable with it. But I do recommend getting this book. I think it's got a good set of exercises all lined up in a row. It's got so many good double tonguing exercises in this book, and I really like this book for articulation, like single tonguing, triple tonguing, everything. I really like it. I think it's got a lot of good things in there to practice. So I hope you liked this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more tutorials like this one. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.